Now let's look at these questions. You are driving on an autobahn in light traffic. How long are you allowed to stay in the left hand lane? As long as you are driving behind a vehicle which is overtaking in the left hand lane? Yes. As long as is necessary to overtake other vehicles? Yes. All the time provided no other vehicles? No. The first two options are correct. Let's check. Yes, it's correct. Okay, let's look at this film. Okay, let's see what you see. I see a car behind me, a motorcycle behind me, and ahead of me, I see that the vehicles are applying hazard lights, and I am also applying hazard lights. If you look at my hazard lamps, I am also applying hazard lights. So, yes, I see hazard lights. I see hazard lights everywhere. So let's look at the problems. The blue car pulls into my lane in front of me. No. What must you? The motorbike drives between the lines of the vehicle. Yes, this might happen. The driver of the yellow truck does not notice the start of the tailback in time. This could also happen. Yeah, this is my option. Yes, that's correct. Let's look at this film. Okay, let's see. You see there is an yellow car behind you. It has come much closer. You see that the car on the rightmost lane. So let's also observe this car, because yes, this yellow car is approaching towards you, but also look around for other signs. So this car you see has indicated to the left, and hence let's look at the problems. I do not switch lane because the red car is already moving across. Yes, I move into the middle lane because my overtaking. No, I mean not the right time to move into the middle lane. Switch the lane so that I do not obstruct the yellow car. Yes, that's good, but not right now because the red car is approaching. This is my right answer. Yes, this is correct. Let's look at the next one. What does this traffic sign indicate? The place where autobahn must be exited? No. An obligatory diversion for vehicles? No. An autobahn section which is normally not used very much? That's the answer. Yes, it is. Let's move to the next one. Again, it's a film based. Let's see what we see. Okay. Okay, you should observe this car. You see this car is, let's see what happens. Okay, so that car is trying to enter. It has already entered the rightmost lane, and it is, let's look at the problems. What is the right course of action? I maintain my speed and stay in the middle lane. I maintain my speed and move into the right hand lane. I reduce my speed and stay in my middle lane. This is the right answer. Yes, it is. Let's start the film. Okay. I'm driving at 100. Do you see anything specific? Let's see. Okay, I see all the cars ahead of me had switched on their hazard lights. Let's see the problems. What should you do? I switch on my hazard lights. I continue driving the clear lane. Driving the clear lane. No, I mean the clear lane is probably this hard shoulder. Probably they mean the driving into the hard shoulder. I slow down my vehicle. This is my correct option. Yes, this is correct. Let's look at this question. What is prohibited when using motorways? Stopping on hard shoulder? Yes, it is prohibited. Performing U-turns? Prohibited. Reversing is also prohibited. Let's check the answer, and that's correct. Now let's look at this question. A traffic jam is building up here. What is the correct procedure? So this is a traffic jam situation in an autobahn. I'm sure you remember the theory lesson. Let's take a quick glance on to what is expected in a 3-lane road in Autobahn. This was explained in our theory lessons. On a 3-lane road, the emergency corridor is between the left lane and the middle lane. So that means the left lane vehicles move towards the leftmost place, the middle lane vehicles move towards its right, and the vehicles on the right lane move towards the rightmost place, so that an emergency corridor is between the left lane and the middle lane, like this. Okay, let's go back to the questions. Yeah, so here the options are: if possible, switch on the hazard warning lights to warn the vehicles from behind. Yes. Drive as far as possible to the right in order to leave room for the channel on the left. Yes, this is correct. You are in the middle lane here, so you should move as far as to the right as possible. Drive as far as possible to the left in order to leave the room for a channel on the right. No, that's not the right answer. So these are my options. Let's see, and this is correct. Let's check the next one. How can you tell the shortest way to the next emergency telephone on the federal motorways? Again, something covered with my theory lessons. By the ground marking? No. By the black arrows on the delineators? Yes. Direction marking on the guardrails? No. This is our correct answer. Let's check the next question. Please start the film to familiarize yourself. Let's check the film and let's see what. Yes, this is like a road construction going on. You see yellow markings everywhere. You see the vehicle is quite big, and yeah, let's look at the problems. Why should you avoid overtaking alongside the road work sites? The risk of an accident increases. Yes. The time saved is frequently insignificant. Yes, of course. The vehicles in the right hand lane, especially if it's big vehicles, may cross over the yellow road markings. Yes, these are all correct. Let's mark yes, it is. Let's look at the next film. Okay, you are in the leftmost lane. You see that there is a car coming right behind you, also flashing the lights. Okay, is there anything else? Let's start the film once again. There is of course a car coming behind you, but also look at to the cars on your right. Do you see anything? Yes, you see that the black car has also applied the indicator. Let's go to the problems. I overtake the blue car and then move into the middle lane. Yes, that seems to be the right option. I overtake the red van and then move into the middle lane. No, you don't have to. You can complete your overtaking procedure and then move in. I brake slightly to prompt the vehicle behind to keep its distance. No, that's definitely, you don't have to provoke the road users. That's my correct answer, and that's correct. Let's look at this film based question. Okay, you are in the middle lane. What do you see ahead of you? Okay, there is a bike. Let's see the film once more. There is a bike in your left lane if you look at the mirror. And let's look at the problems. The cruise control system of your motor vehicle is set to 130 km per hour. What is the right course of action? I have to move to the right hand lane. No, I don't have to. I have to overtake the motorbike. Why? I have to restore the safety distance by braking. I think that's the logical action. That's the correct answer. Let's look at the next one. You want to exit the motorway. Okay, and there is a sign asking everybody to go to the left. Okay. So what is the right course of action? I continue by driving on the hard shoulder. Definitely not. I move into the left hand lane. Yes. I watch out for the oncoming vehicles. No. Why do we have to look out for what oncoming vehicles is on the other side of the road? So this is the right answer. Yes, it is. Let's look at the next one. Again, a film based Let's check the film. Okay, let's see what you see. Also check your mirrors. Okay, see there is a car coming in. Okay, and yes, that car is quite rash. Did you see that again? Let's see that. So just look around, see the films as many number of times as you need. See there is this car, and this is the rash driver. He will come now from here, and let's look at the problems. What must you anticipate that the yellow truck will put out in front of me to overtake? No. The grey car will remain in the right hand lane? No. The grey car will move into the middle lane is what I should anticipate. Yes, that's the right answer. Let's check the next one. Again, a film based. Okay, I'm trying to move to my left lane. Okay, you see that there is a car coming behind you at a quite a pace. Okay, I see a car here, and there are more slow moving vehicles side of you as well. So let's check the problems. I brake but continue overtaking. I brake but continue the overtaking maneuver. Why should you brake? I cease the overtaking maneuver and pull back into the right lane. No. I quickly continue the overtaking maneuver. This is the right answer. Yes, it is. Let's look at the next question. Let's start the film. Okay, that van is turning to the left, and yeah, there is some hazard. I hope you noticed that the truck had applied the hazard lights. So let's look at the problems. I continue driving as before. No, I remain in the left hand lane. Yes, I reduce my speed. This is the correct action. That's the answer. Yes, that's correct. Let's look at this question. Please start the film to familiarize yourself. Let's start the film and let's see what's in the film. Okay, I see that car move to the right. This car also moved to the right, and if you notice, this is happening because there is a car coming in a wrong direction. Okay, let's see if you have not observed this. Let's see this, and you see there is a car coming in the opposite direction. So in that case, the expected behavior is move towards your right. I continue driving as far as to the right as possible. I brake, yes. I move on to the left hand lane, no. Think this is the correct action. Let's try, yes. Let's move on to the next question. Again, it's with respect to a film. Let's start the film. Okay, I'm in 120 kilometer per hour. There is a car. Okay, I see there is a car coming closer to me on my left lane. Let's start the film once again. It's 130 kilometer per hour speed limit. A car is right behind me. It's coming closer to me, and now I see that the blue car has also started accelerating. Okay, let's see. I accelerate and continue the overtaking maneuver. No, now because now I see that the blue car is also moving faster. I cease the overtaking maneuver and move into the right hand lane. I continue overtaking at an unchanged speed. No. So this is my correct answer. This is my answer. Let's see if it's correct. Yes, it is. Let's move on to the next question. Your car suffers from a flat tire on the motorway. What should you do? I have to continue driving at the next exit. No, when you have a flat tire, continue driving is not the option. You have to turn on my hazard lights and park as far as to the right as possible. That's correct. Place the warning triangle at a distance of 100 meters is also the correct answer. Let's check. Yes, it is the correct answer. Let's check the next question. You want to leave the motorway. What is the right course of action? Let's see the image. You want to leave the motorway. Okay, you're driving at 100 km per hour. Let's see the options. I reduce my speed now. Yes. Yes, you are in the exit lane. I use the speedometer to check my speed at short intervals. Yes. I reduce my speed only once I am at the turn. No. That will be too dangerous. This is my right answer. Let's check. Yes, it is. You need assistance on the autobahn. Which information does the arrow on the roadside marker give you? Okay. You see the arrow is on the right side. Nearest car park is in this direction? No. Nearest exit? No. It's nearest emergency call telephone in the direction of the arrow. That's the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. Let's start the film. Okay, let's observe closely. You see this car is probably trying to enter. Let's focus, and you see this car might enter. Let's look into the problems. I continue driving without changing the speed. No, I reduce my speed. I move into the right hand lane. No, that's not required. So just be cautious that this car might come closer to you. So just reduce your speed and be aware. That's my answer, and that's right. That's the correct answer. Let's move on to the next one. Let's start the film. I'm driving at 120. I see a car in my left lane. This car is now turning to the right lane, I suppose. Let's see. Okay. Do you see anything else? Let's see. Also constantly check the mirrors, all three mirrors. Okay, here I see there is a bike coming. I just, yeah. I hope you notice there is a bike. Let's see the problems. I stay in the middle lane, yes. I move into the right hand lane, no, because that bike was in the right hand lane. I move into the left hand lane, no. I think this is my right answer. Yes, it is. Let's move on to the next one. You are driving on the section of a road where a traffic jam has been reported. What is the right course of action? I take particular care when driving around the bends and on the approach to summits. Yes. I apply emergency brake assist to safely stop before the tail end of. I apply emergency brake assist. I don't think that's required. I continue to follow the traffic reports. Yes. Yes, that's my correct answer. Let's move on to the next one. Let's look at this film. Okay, I am on my right lane. Now see what's ahead of us. I am trying to turn to the left lane, and while I move I see there is, you see, if you have noticed, let's start the film again. Please notice the mirror that while I was trying to go into the left lane, I noticed that there is a car coming at a much faster pace on the left lane. Yes, you see this? Let's look at the problems. You want to overtake. What is the right course of action? I seize the overtaking maneuver and remain behind the truck. Yes. I maintain my speed and continue the overtaking. No. That would definitely put danger in this scenario. I accelerate and quickly continue the overtaking. No. So this is my correct answer, and that's right. Let's check the next question. Let's look at this film. Okay, I see there is an emergency traffic situation. I also see there is an ambulance coming right behind me. If you look at the mirror, you find the ambulance coming behind you. Okay, let's look into the problems. I continue driving on my lane. No, as far as to the left, as far as to the right as possible. This was covered in our theory lessons. The emergency corridor is between the left lane and the middle lane. So to create an emergency lane, the left lane vehicles move to the leftmost area and the the right lane vehicles move to the rightmost area in that lane, so that a emergency corridor is created in between them. Yeah, so as far as the right is the correct answer, yes it is. Let's move on to the next one. What must you do when a traffic jam forms on this road? This is a two-lane road, right? It's quite straightforward. Left car stay to the leftmost end, and the the right lane cars stay to the rightmost end. Remaining within my lane, I drive as far as to the left as possible. Yes, this is correct because I am the left lane. Continue driving the center, no. Drive as far as the right, no. This is my correct answer. Yes. A traffic jam has been formed on a three-lane autobahn. Where must the channel for emergency vehicles be formed? On the hard shoulder? No, it is between the hand, left hand and the middle lanes. That's my answer. Yes, it is. Let's move on to the next one. This is again a film based. Let's look at the film. I'm driving at 120. There is a car. There is a vehicle behind me. Changing the lane to the leftmost lane. And while I was doing that, I see that the truck is now. There is a truck coming also trying to enter the middle lane. Yeah, you see this truck is trying to enter the middle lane. Let's look at the problems. Slow down and stay in the lane is my correct option. Move to the left hand lane. No, I saw that the left hand lane is already occupied by a fast incoming vehicle. Maintain the speed and stay in the lane is also not the correct option. So my correct option is slow down and stay in the lane. Yes, that's correct. Let's move on to the next one. Again, it's film based. Let's look at the movie. Okay, it's a two-lane road. I am moving into my left lane. And yeah, interesting. There are two trucks. The green truck is trying to overtake the white truck. So let's see the video once again. And what else should you take a note of? Nothing else. Let's look into the problems. That blue car begins. What must you be prepared for now? That the blue car begins overtaking. That the overtaking maneuver of green truck takes longer to complete. Yes, that sounds correct. White truck accelerates. No, may not. And the blue car also begins to overtaking. This could also happen. So that's my option. Let's check if this is correct. Yes, it is correct. Let's move on to the next one. What must you do if you find yourself in a traffic jam on motorways on highways with two lanes traveling in the same direction? I have to drive as far as to the left as possible in the left hand lane, drive as far as to the left, drive as far as to the right as possible in the right lane. This is my correct answer. Let's check. That should be correct. Let's move on to the next one. Again, a film based. Let's check the movie. Okay, I'm driving at 130. I see there is a car approaching behind me and he is flashing his headlamps. Okay, let's see that again. Is there anything else? I am in the leftmost lane and overtaking these vehicles in the middle lane, and this guy behind me is little impatient. Let's see the problems. And what is the right course? I brake slightly to prompt the vehicle behind me to keep its distance. No, I won't do that. I overtake the van and then move into the middle lane. Yes. I move immediately into the lane to the right. No, I don't have to. I don't have to panic just because somebody is trying to panic me. So this is my right answer. Okay, let's look at this movie. Let's see what you see. Okay, there is a truck. There is a car in the right lane. Okay, I see that there is I see that there is some emergency on the road, and I should expect that the truck will move into the left lane. Let's look at the problems. Why must you reduce your speed? Because of the blue car, because of the speed limit, because of the truck? Yes. That's my answer, and that's correct.
One of your tire bursts while you are traveling at high speed on autobahn. What do you do? Immediately apply the brakes fully and move over onto the hard shoulder. I mean, definitely, immediately applying brake is not an option, whether in autobahn or not in autobahn. So this is not the option. Stop if possible on the hard shoulder. Switch on the hazard warning lights and place the warning triangle. Yes, that's the correct option. Throttle down if necessary, steer against and brake cautiously. Yes, this is also the right action. So that's our option. Yes, it is. Let's look at the next one. A traffic jam is building up here. What is the correct procedure? Let's zoom into the image. You see this is an autobahn. A traffic jam situation has occurred. Let's look into the problems. If possible, switch on the hazard warning lights to warn the vehicles following behind you. Yes, that's the right option. Drive as far as possible to the right in order to leave room for a channel on the left. Yes, I am in the middle lane and I should move to the right to create an emergency corridor between the left and the middle lane. Okay, so then that's our answer. That's it with this video. See you in the next one.